Now, some critics claim that Targets is anti-gun, but I think that misrepresents Bogdanovich's intentions. I don't think he made Targets as this sort of outcry against gun ownership. I think the film is a product of the Vietnam War, which makes it more anti-system rather than explicitly anti-gun. And even in his commentary, Peter mentions that he had hoped Targets would highlight how dangerously easy it was to buy a gun in the 60s. I mean, Tim O'Kelly's character walks into two different gun stores at two different points in the film and loads up like a kid in a candy shop. I think actually in one scene, he's literally eating a candy bar while purchasing firearms with his dad's money, by the way. To say Targets is strictly anti-gun, I think misses the mark. No pun intended. It would be like saying Top Gun is anti-masculinity because it exploits toxic masculinity. I think Targets argues that the young men who returned from Vietnam, the sort of offspring of the good old boys, returning in body but not necessarily in mind, those guys should have received more attention and care, and that people in general shouldn't be able to buy guns so easily. I think that's what Peter's trying to say. Breaking into the film industry feels impossible. Every aspiring filmmaker knows the struggle. Years of passion, countless hours studying cinema, and yet no clear path forward. The industry feels like a locked door and no one is giving you the key. I know that feeling because I've lived it. I grew up captivated by Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Pulp Fiction, Taxi Driver, so on and so forth. I went to film school, expecting to walk out with connections and career opportunities. Instead, I graduated with 0 leads and a sinking feeling that my dream was slipping away. Everything changed when I uncovered the key lessons every successful filmmaker eventually learns, but no one is talking about. These lessons aren't found in film school or industry gatekeeping blogs. They came from real filmmakers doing the work, people who have found ways to break in, build careers, and make films outside the Hollywood machine. That's why I created my podcast, interviewing filmmakers from Bradenton and Sarasota who have actually made it happen. They're working, thriving, and proving that a career in the filmmaking industry is possible. Now I'm inviting you behind the scenes. Join my Patreon and get exclusive, unfiltered access to the knowledge and insights that can help you forge your own filmmaking path. Full-length, uncut podcast interviews are available with working filmmakers sharing their real experiences, struggles, and successes. There's going to be in-depth critiques where I break down storytelling, cinematography, and filmmaking techniques in some of my favorite films. There's going to be behind-the-scenes updates on my book, The Lodestar Manifest. There's also going to be a 7-day free trial for anybody who wants to try my Patreon out. There's also opportunities to explore an exclusive one-on-one collaboration with myself where I'll personally watch your film or read your script and give you practical, actionable feedback to elevate your work. If you're serious about filmmaking, this is where you start. Join now and let's create old stories today. Go to patreon.com/Zach Golden.